Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, April the 15th, 2015, tax day here in America. Brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Dana Heathington, principal at Dillman Elementary School, has been hired to fill the new position in the Muleshoe Independent School District as Director of Operation and Curriculum, effective July the 1st. The new position in Muleshoe school system will essentially have the same responsibilities as the assistant superintendent has had. Dana is the wife of Don Heathington and the daughter of Miss Jack Dunham of Muleshoe. She is a Muleshoe High School graduate who started her educational career as a teacher's assistant at Mary D. Shazo Elementary School. Then after receiving her degree, she became a teacher in the Muleshoe Elementary School system and then became principal at Watson Junior High and now at Dillman Elementary School. Dr. R.L. Richards, who will become the new superintendent in July after Dr. Gene Sheets' resignation becomes effective, says of Mrs. Heathington's experience, knowledge, and passion that she has for students, it will certainly be an asset to the Muleshoe school system. As new Director of Operations and Curriculum, congratulations to Dana Heathington on this promotion in our Muleshoe schools. A new principal for Dillman Elementary School now will have to be hired. Here in Muleshoe, we received 34 100ths of an inch of rain at Channel 6 on Monday, and the Mesonet site 2 miles from Muleshoe got about 37 100ths south of town. Tuesday morning, it froze for a little over an hour, dropping down to 31 degrees at 7:30 Tuesday morning. The high on Tuesday was 56 and the low was 31. And now 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity.
And 5 Area Telephone here in Muleshoe, 302 Uvalde Street. Call them, 806-272-5533, offering phone, wireless, and internet. Check them out online at www.5area.com. Looking at our weather forecast for the Muleshoe area today on Wednesday, we do have a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 2 p.m., mostly sunny otherwise with a high around 78 degrees. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 49 degrees. South winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 miles per hour tonight. Thursday, even higher chances of rain with a 40%. Possible thunderstorms, partly sunny, high near 72 degrees, so a little bit cooler. Tomorrow on Thursday, south-southwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow on Thursday night, another 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 43. Friday, our rain chances continue with a 30% chance of rain, mainly before 8 a.m. Friday morning, then mostly sunny during the day with a high near 66 degrees, west-southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Friday night, another 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms possible, partly cloudy with a low around 41. Saturday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high near 68 degrees. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms Saturday night, partly cloudy, low around 41. So we have some decent rain chances here for the next 5 or 6 days here in the Muleshoe area. Again, on Wednesday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 2 p.m., high around 78. Gusts as high as 30 miles per hour, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight on Wednesday night, low around 49. Then on Thursday, a 40% chance of rain all day and all night, partly sunny, high near 72, low around 43. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
On Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, it was 56 degrees in Muleshoe officially. And on Wednesday, April the 15th, it's Be Kind to one of our very faithful listeners' day, Alline Bryant. A big happy birthday to you, Alline Bryant. And also, congratulations to Kay and Dale Griswold, because Wednesday is their wedding anniversary. And also, happy birthday on Wednesday to Albert Lee and Rhonda Calvary, formerly of Muleshoe, now living in Lubbock. And on April the 16th, Norris Conklin is celebrating his birthday, along with Melba King and Gary Glover and Sean Shipman. The Muleshoe High School one-act play of Hamlet did not advance on Tuesday at the area UIL competition at Seminole. We're sorry to report, but Blaine Shipman was named to the area all-star cast. Christian Mora and Michelle Chavis were named honorable mention to the all-star cast. Brent Nelson of Sudan was flying over the South Plains on Thursday of last week. His 4-seat Cessna 182, which he stores at the Muleshoe Municipal Airport, was about to land here, and the left landing wheel would not get in place. He had to fly to Lubbock to the Preston Smith Airport, where he made a masterful emergency landing. So we're so glad to report that about Brent Nelson of Sudan. We'll be back with more Muletrain news and announcements in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Being the boss just got easier. As a business owner, everyday details can take up so much of your time, and the First Bank now has their business check card from MasterCard available now that helps you manage tasks so you can spend more time doing what you love, running your business. Work smart, worry less. For more information on the MasterCard business check card available now from the First Bank, contact them at 202 South 1st Street right here in Muleshoe, or 806-272-4515. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Leal's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Leal's in Muleshoe is the original Leal's Mexican restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Leal's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
The following is a message paid for by the concerned citizens of Bailey County. Reducing the availability of alcohol led to reduced episodes of domestic abuse and experiments in Australia and Greenland, according to the World Health Organization in 2006. On May 9th, please vote against alcohol sales in Muleshoe, paid for by the concerned citizens of Bailey County.
Well, hearing the voices of Julia and Isla on Leal's ad, I need to tell you that I am so indebted to Gil Robert for keeping the mules clopping while I was gone the last 2 weeks in Bryan, visiting Julia and Isla, my granddaughters, and also, of course, my son Peyton and his wife Alicia. I had a grand time. We visited cousins from Iola, Texas. Never heard of it until they turned up in Iola, Texas, and formerly from Lubbock on Jack's side of the family. And also, I had a wonderful experience visiting a Tech College friend that I had known back in the early 1960s, and we had not seen each other since then. And she became a professor in the Classic Foreign Language Department of Texas A&M, and also an author. And it was so wonderful to see her and meet her husband. And they are out in Navasota, Texas, as they have retired back to her hometown. And it was so fun to reminisce about the days that there was one Tech student in 1961 who had an FM radio. And it was this friend of mine who became a friend after I was on the FM station KTXT FM with Maggie till midnight every Saturday night, and she always would call in, and we became dear friends. And she had visited here in Muleshoe several times while we were in Texas Tech, but had not seen each other since about 1963, we decided, because she graduated and left Lubbock and had never returned. And she wanted to know, did Tech look the same as it did in 1963? And you can imagine what I had to report. Be sure and check out our Twitter stories. For all voters, you can see on our Twitter about the 28 charter amendments that Muleshoe residents who are registered voters will be voting on May the 9th. This is 17 pages worth of information about the charter amendment for the city of Muleshoe. Also very interesting is a Clovis News article that is on our Twitter at the present time, and it is reference to the history of alcohol votes for Muleshoe and Bailey County, starting back with 1949, then in 1993, and on up to the present. And of course, that vote again will come before the citizens of Muleshoe on May the 9th also. There is a regional golf tournament going on right now that Muleshoe High School students are competing in at Bayard. And the West Texas Sports Medicine competition is also going on Wednesday. The district track meet for 2-2A will be held this year on Friday here at Benny Douglas Football Stadium and hosted by Muleshoe High School. And Bob Graves and Robert Reynolds will be there for us, and they will make a video of highlights of the track meet. And you will see that here on Saturday on Reach Broadband Channel 6, on our Facebook /Gillam, our website MuleshoeTV.com, and our Twitter, courtesy of these Muleshoe Mule and Lady Mule merchants, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Barrett Potato Farms, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Jarman Seed Incorporated, K&K Pharmacy, Muleshoe Animal Clinic, and Muleshoe Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Muleshoe Independent School District, and 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. It's only because of these merchants we will be able to show you the highlights of the district track meet here in Muleshoe, held on Friday, online as well as on the air. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Eric Nixon of Muleshoe. They have a new baby son, Owen White, born on Sunday night at 10:24 in Lubbock, and he weighed 11 pounds and 5 ounces and is 22 inches long, and he'll be ready to start to kindergarten next fall almost. Congratulations to the Eric Nixons. They've lived here in our community for the past 2 years, and his father works over in Clovis and commutes from Muleshoe. The Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation invites you to join in the first of a series of reports from the Retail Coach next Tuesday afternoon, April the 21st at 1:30 at the Bailey County Coliseum Meeting Room. Aaron Farmer is the Senior Vice President of the Retail Coach and will examine results of studies performed here in Muleshoe and our area and discuss how this data can be used to benefit current businesses in Muleshoe. The retail trade analysis is for Lariat, Progress, Clay's Corner, Lasbuddy, Big Square, Dodd, Pleasant Valley, Earth, of course Muleshoe, the Fair Community, Sudan, Amherst, Friendship, Needmore, Baileyboro, Stegall, Goodland, Maple, Enox, and Beulah area. That is called our trade territory. And, of course, out in Oklahoma Lane. It goes right up to Farwell, but does not include Farwell, and it does include Spring Lake. So this is something that will be very helpful that the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation is providing to the merchants of Muleshoe, and all persons interested invited to come on Tuesday afternoon at 1:30 to the Bailey County Coliseum Meeting Room for this report. Every Wednesday here in Muleshoe, there is a Grief Share support group that meets, and it is conducted by Crystal and Charlie Rayna. And it meets at the Calvary Baptist Church from 5:30 to 7:30 through May the 27th. The Calvary Baptist Church is located at 1733 West Avenue C. Alma Jaramillo, Laura, Sergio, Victor, and Abel Leal, and their mother, Irma Leal of Muleshoe, met last weekend in Dallas. They enjoyed a time of sharing and discussing a vision for a new, fast, casual food concept that they hope will be their legacy for future generations and a way to honor God and be good stewards of what He has given them. They had well over 250 years of experience to draw from among their family group. They have narrowed their focus to an assembly line type delivery system. It would be similar to Chipotle's. They will display the making of their fresh corn and flour tortillas, and of course, you know, that is produced right here in Muleshoe by Sergio Leal at Leal's Tortilla Factory. They will bring back that famous barbacoa that was a staple when their parents, Jesse and Irma Leal, began their business here in Muleshoe in 1957, just a block off of Main Street on U.S. Highway 84, where Alex Tire Service is located today. They will offer fresh brisket and chicken and beef fajitas also, along with carne asada and pulled pork tacos. Of course, they'll be giving away their famous chips made right here in Muleshoe also at Leal's Tortilla Factory by Sergio and his staff. The name will be Leal's 57. They were founded back in 1957 in Muleshoe. They will bring back the simplicity, hospitality, and the feel of their founding parents. Guests will be greeted with an old-fashioned Coke box filled with ice and bottled refreshments. Now, that's the way it was back in the original Leal's Mexican food restaurant on East U.S. Highway 84 in Muleshoe when they started serving on the weekends a restaurant in the front of their tortilla factory. The drinks will be provided as customers come in and decide what to order at the new Leal's 57. Their goal is to offer food in a faster format at Leal's 57. So that sounds most interesting, and we wish them the very best of luck in their new food adventure. And we'll be back with our adventure here on the Muletrain News in just one moment after these important messages just for you.
Don't forget about the Tuesday golf scrambles at the Muleshoe Country Club. They are open to the public. All skill levels are invited. It's $20 for members, $25 for non-members. Includes a green fee and golf cart. Register at 5:30 every Tuesday. For more information, you can call 806-272-4250. This next Tuesday, April the 21st, they will serve tacos after the round. Also, they remind you at the Muleshoe Country Club that Saturday, May the 2nd, they will have their third annual crawfish boil after the first day of the Ryder Cup golf tournament. It's $25 per person, $40 per couple, $50 for a family. All you can eat bulled crawfish flown in live from Louisiana with shrimp, corn, potatoes, cabbage, and mushrooms. Again, call for more information, 806-272-4250. The swing bed program is available now at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call today for more information on the swing bed program, 806-272-4524, now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center.
The following ad is paid for by Citizens for Economic Gain. Earlier this year, the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation contracted with the Retail Coach to conduct an in-depth analysis of the retail industry in Muleshoe. Based on that study, residents within the Muleshoe trade area spend $4,934,520 annually on packaged alcohol. If these purchases are made in Muleshoe instead of out of state and in other towns, it would result in the city of Muleshoe and Bailey County receiving an additional $98,690.40 in sales tax per year in alcohol sales alone. This would be nearly a 17% increase in sales tax based on 2013 sales tax numbers. 2014 numbers are not yet available, and these numbers do not adjust for lost sales tax due to the loss of the Alco store in Muleshoe. The remaining money spent, over $4 million, is money badly needed in Muleshoe. Vote yes on alcohol sales for Muleshoe May the 9th. Let's keep our tax dollars at home and support local businesses. The preceding ad has been paid for by Citizens for Economic Gain. On your prayer list, please remember these families: Frida Foss, 87, of Amarillo, former longtime resident of Muleshoe. Her son, Michael Foss of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe, and her caregiving niece, Judy Lambert of Lubbock, and formerly of Muleshoe also. Also, the family of Nellie Santos, 72, of Muleshoe, her husband, Raul, her daughter-in-law, Sarah Santos, and all of the family are in our prayers. The family of Carlos M. Parker, 80, of Anton, the brother of Frank Parker of Muleshoe. Joyce Bennett, Jerry and Sandra Morgan, Mary Ellen Robertson, Ronnie Bostick, Evelyn Ellington, Amanda Hale are all in our prayers. Rosemary Huggins, Kelly Lawrence, who will have surgery, and it will be heart surgery in June in Houston. Nelda Merritt, Matthew Russell, Larry Thornton, who's on a transplant list for a heart transplant. Marcella Whitaker, Archie Quintanilla, we're glad, is now home from the hospital, and he was injured in that explosion at Mensa. However, Juan Jaime is still in the hospital in Lubbock, and he also was injured in that explosion at Mensa. In our bargain basement for sale, both a full-size bed and a freezer. Call 806-272-4659. For sale, brand new girls' clothes size 5, ladies' clothes size 6 and 8. See at 407 East Ithaca or call 806-272-3975 here in Muleshoe. Also on our prayer list, remember Phyllis Carrion, Delmer Clements, Keith Berman, Francis Miramontes, who is home from the hospital after surgery, Vicky Stovall Perry, who has lymphoma, Ronnie Locke, formerly of Muleshoe, the brother of Donna Locker of Muleshoe, and Donna will be going this weekend to see her brother. Bobby Reynolds and his wife Sora and their family, Walter Marie Boness, of course little Hannah Simmons and all of her family remains in our prayers and thoughts. Marcia Martis, the sister of Nelda Hunt of Muleshoe, who has had a second lung surgery. Bo Birdwell and his family, Susie Cardinal and her family, Deke Kendricks of Friona, Marlene McDonald, Jerry Savuto, who has cancer, Molly Anthony, Walter Marie Boness, Morris Bruns, Bobby Burris, Alma Burton, Joyce Clements, Gwen Gulker, June McNeil, Everett Reeder, and Beth Watson over at the Harmony House in Amherst, Georgia, Pena, and Margaret Adams. Remember all of these in your prayers, please.
Fry and Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street. Make sure to like them on Facebook, facebook.com/Fry and Cox. They have lots of vegetables in, perfect for planting into your garden now during this beautiful spring weather. Cucumbers, lavender, straight-neck squash, eggplants, and many more. Lots of flowers now in as well. Marigolds, petunias, and more at Fry and Cox. New Tervis glasses. It keeps the hot, hot, and the cold, cold. New handles and lids. Lots of new Texas Techs, Texas Rangers, Dallas Cowboy, Tervis glasses, and many other designs. Garden soil and potting soil, Weed Begone, Miracle Grow, Dickey Work Jeans, and much, much more at Fry and Cox, 401 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe. Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard, where they have wedding shower selections for Laramie Fulcher and his bride-elect, Megan, as well. Inspirational books, a brand new section of these books for children all the way up to adults. A large selection of these inspirational books, including by the author Max Lucado. Chalkboards, perfect to go with their new chalking sets. Rustic metal baskets, inspired home signs, and much, much more at Williams General Store. Like them on Facebook, facebook.com/Williams General Store.
Jack Dunham on Tuesday morning had multiple stents put in after angiogram in Lubbock. Please remember Jack Dunham, his wife Bobby Nell, and their family all in your prayers. And also Jack will have to go back and have another stent put in, according to his brother-in-law, Bob Graves. Hattie Ray Lambert is in hospice care in Lubbock. Augustine Martinez and all of his family are in our prayers. He has cancer. Marilyn Riley was in Austin last week for a procedure to relieve her pain. Please remember Marilyn Riley and Mike and all of their family too. We're glad to report that Jinx Myers is home after last Friday having an angiogram done and a stent put in, and he is doing well. Remember Jinx Myers, his wife Rowena, and their family also in your prayers. And Doc Jones, who has also been in Heart Hospital in Lubbock. He is a resident at the Parkview Nursing Care Center here in Muleshoe. Well, it's about time for us to go now on the Muletrain News, so get up there, Little Red. Come on, Corina, Hiya, Arbutus, Andalay, Monkey Paw, Julia, Gray, Isla, and Olay.
Muletrain, ha ha, Muletrain, clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along.
And this edition of the Muletrain News on this tax day, Wednesday, April the 15th, 2015, has been brought to you by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear it rotating here for the next 48 hours on Reach Broadband Channel 6. Find our last 10 Muletrain News programs on our website on demand, free of charge anytime you want to listen to them, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. A visit to Old Magnolia in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, celebrating 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
On Highway 79, about a dozen miles southwest of Palestine, is a bunch of old buildings owned by a carpenter and historian named Bill Gibbs.
I acquired my first big building, which was built in 1936, and it belonged to Hunt Oil. And it was their warehouse, and I used it for a shop. And then I just acquired a few more buildings, and I have a 1932 general store that belonged to the Bacon family. It was one of the last neighborhood stores in Anderson County. I have the old blacksmith shop built in 1900, came from Mont Alba, and I had the livery stable built in 1899, and that building was taken apart piece by piece. It's probably a 26 by 30 building. My oldest building was one that we use as the old doctor's office that's set in downtown Palestine. It was built in about the 1860s.
He calls the place Old Magnolia, which was a nearby community 150 years ago.
I've got some old school buildings, and I've got Anderson County jail cells that came out of the jail when they remodeled it. I have the original contents of Bratton Drug Store, the counters and showcases and some of the original medicine. I have the operating table and baby delivery table and bassinets that came out of the Hunter Clinic.
Bill says he started bringing in the old buildings about 20 years ago. He now has 22 buildings, all furnished. Most are from Anderson County. People will tell him about a building and he'll go get it. He has some fire trucks.
I kind of have my own town is what it amounts to.
Old Magnolia was open to the public. Bill says he's in the process of restoring it now, and it should reopen within a year or so. He's fully employed, teaching prisoners how to build houses. He works on Old Magnolia in his spare time.
I told someone the other day that I go out there and I build when I get frustrated. And they said, well, you spent most of your life that way, hadn't you?
Bill has been a professional magician.
We float girls, cut them in half, make them appear, disappear. And we do the birds, rabbits, and so forth. And I do a lot of old magic, things that like fire eating and sword swallowing and things that really take skill rather than just a trick.
Bill Gibbs of Old Magnolia, near Tucker in Anderson County. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor, right here in Muleshoe with Edward Jones, member SIPC. He's located in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe. The market report was recorded this Wednesday, April the 15th at 11:30 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are advancing as investors look forward to the release of the Fed's latest Beige Book report on the economy this afternoon. In economic news, factory output rose slightly in March, helped by a rebound in automaking as other industries retreated, indicated that a strong dollar and cheap oil may be weighing on American manufacturing. A separate report showed manufacturing in the New York region unexpectedly contracted this month as orders slumped and builder confidence firmed. U.S. bond prices are trending higher. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best-performing sector is energy, while the worst-performing sector is consumer staples. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 48 points to 18,085. The S&P 500 Index is up 8 points to 2,104, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is up 21 to 4,999. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 335 million shares traded. Advancers are outnumbering decliners by roughly a 3-to-1 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is up $2 to $1,194. The spot price of silver is up 4 cents to $16.22, and crude oil prices are up $1 to $58.18. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.53%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.88%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is down 22 cents to 126.08. ConocoPhillips is up 75 cents to 69.11. Johnson & Johnson is down 6 cents to $100.46. AT&T is up 11 cents to $32.80. Pfizer is up 34 cents to $35.37. Target is down 37 cents to $82.69. Hexcel Energy is up 19 cents to $34.66. ExxonMobil is up $1.51 to $88.14. Walmart is down 30 cents to $79.85. Procter & Gamble is down 7 cents to $83.52. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.